So by now you guys have heard about the Greenwood Mall shooting, where an armed individual goes in, kills three before taken down by an armed Good Samaritan. Within 15 seconds of the beginning of the shooting, Elijah Dickin, while leading others to safety, pulled his constitutionally carried Glock, fired 10 rounds from 40 yards, striking and taking down the shooter. That is an impressive feat for somebody who's trained to do so. And as far as everybody knows, he has no formal training. Now, this man should be absolutely commended, not only for his tactical mind, but his efficiency. But instead, the left and anti-gun lobbyists have chosen to attack him.
With this Good Samaritan thing, listen, I was trained when I was at the Justice Department in firearms, and I was trained in defensive firearm training. It is very hard to hit a moving target. It is hard for people that are trained to hit a moving target. It is very lucky that Good Samaritan hit that moving target in that way. And he had a gun permit, but he wasn't supposed to be in the mall with a gun. So he broke the law, even though he was a Good Samaritan.
Just so you know, Sunny Hostin is an attorney. So why doesn't she know this?
Let's start with the gun-free zones. In 1990, Joe Biden introduced the Gun-Free School Zones Act, which prohibited any unauthorized individual from knowingly possessing a loaded or unsecured firearm at a place that the individual knows or has reason to believe is a school zone. But here's the question. Did the Gun-Free School Zone Act stop the Uvalde school shooter? Greenwood Park Mall, where the shooting happened, is a gun-free zone. This moronic gun-free zone policy didn't stop the shooter from bringing his gun in to kill a bunch of people. But if Eli had obeyed this dumb gun policy that the mall had, the shooter would have killed way more people. And no, Eli did not break the law by ignoring the no-gun policy. In Indiana, it's not against the law to ignore a no firearm sign at a private business. You may commit a criminal trespass, however, for entering a business after they have been denied entry or have been asked to.
And then, of course, you have the gun lobbyist. I don't know who needs to hear this, but when a 22-year-old illegally brings a loaded gun into a mall and kills a mass shooter armed with a AR-15 after he already killed 3 people and wounded others is not a ringing endorsement of our implementation of the Second Amendment. Or how about this one? Here's what we're not going to do. Continue to uplift the NRA myth of a good guy with a gun. I'd be remiss to think of what would have happened if a good guy with a gun wasn't there that day. But go off. It's going to trip them out when they find out that this just happened again. Yeah, you might want to go read this story. Good guy with a gun wins.